take a fucking gander here.
Wow. And here we are.
That sure was something.
Oh, wait. We're live. I thought we were getting brought in one at a time. I missed that.
No, we're coming in at once.
I was like dicking around, like just like surfing the internet.
It's a hot menage. You didn't like that song? That fucking hotness?
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. I was going to ask, I'm assuming that's one of Jay's productions, right?
Jay took care of it for me. That's me. That's your boy Brian Beesman.
Oh, well, I only asked just because I recognize the drum sounds. Like it sounds like Superior Drummer or Easy Drummer, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, I've heard these drums before. It's like nothing but a compliment. It was awesome. Yeah, it was cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's rad, dude.
What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to the very first Beesman's Company. No, I'm joking. Three's Company with my man AJ from the House of Mass in your top right. Then we have Xander Charles Raymond, XRC, on the bottom. And you're surely Boner Jams. Thank you, everyone, for taking some time on this Friday. You ain't got shit to do. It's Friday. It's pouring here. And if my internet shits the bed, I apologize. But thank you, everyone, for taking some time hanging out with us. And our very first episode of Three's Company, our once a month meeting of the minds and the masses. So I'm real pumped to have you guys hang out. And it's gonna be great.
Happy to be here, man. I can't wait to.
We're gonna have a fucking time.
Can't wait to hang out and talk about Van Halen. Super pumped about that.
You know how long me and Ray have talked about doing a podcast together?
It's been since like 2020, I think.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and it's totally my fault that it never happened. But I just don't know what I'm doing with this type of thing. So I guess it took old Brian over there to just allow me to do it straight from my MacBook.
Well, I didn't really do shit. Thank God Jay and Kurt have been helping me because I don't know what I'm doing. So Jay, I know you're there somewhere. Thank you. Kurt, love you. Thank you very much. So.
Brian Beesman.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, dude, it's like AJ saying, like I've always wanted to have the means and the platform. It sounds so lame, but like the opportunity to do this with like some cool people, but it just never manifested. So it was like, yeah, like when this opportunity came down the pipeline, I was just like, hell yeah, man, let's do it. So I'm excited. Just it'll be fun. Yeah, just like a podcast type of hangout, whatever we're going to talk about. I'm here for it.
That's awesome. So everyone in the chat, you're going to have have an opportunity to ask AJ, Xander, even if you want to ask me some shit. I'm here. But the reason why we talked about doing this is that I know Xander and AJ obviously post videos pretty frequently and all their stuff is edited, but to have a live stream where we can interact with people, I thought would be a pretty cool idea. Plus, you know, Under the Bus, we're a little rock heavy, Van Halen heavy, which is awesome. But also tonight we could talk a little bit about some metal shit, get a little deeper, darker. It'll be a good time. So everyone in the chat, thank you for joining. If you have some questions, some shit you want to say, definitely take a moment and type it in. But also we got a super duper chat from Ross Ferguson.
Ross is a killer, man.
Yeah, is this your boy?
That's my boy. If I live stream, you better believe that there's one person that will definitely send super chats in every live stream. That's Ross.
Hell yeah,
so
Ross.
Ross Ferguson says, "How are you doing? I'm sorry, this is probably going to be my last super chat. Last super chat tonight. I'm waiting till next time I get paid." Well, man, thank you very much for spending a few shekels on us. So
greatly appreciated. I wonder how many masks he's bought me. through super chats.
Yeah. Probably all of them.
At least 4,
Yeah, probably.
maybe 5. What's everybody doing today? You said it's raining.
Yep.
I just got done with these. These are the small ones, but I got big ones.
Oh, nice, dude.
Hanging them up all over town, trying to guerrilla market a little bit.
Yeah, the old like street team type of vibe.
Yeah, I'm just waiting till they mail
cool,
me a
man.
fine for fucking littering or whatever.
Oh, really? Is that a potentiality?
Show those
Yeah,
again.
that shop $2 pistol that I worked at when they first opened, Matt went around and hung up like grand opening signs, and he got a letter in the mail like 2 days later that said that it would be like $700 if he didn't go take them all down.
AJ, show them again.
Show
Let's
them
see
again. I'll give you a big one so you can see it. These are the coolest flyers that have ever been created. That art directive is just
Who made those?
Trash Bag Ghost.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I just didn't want to say the wrong thing, but yeah, Chris is awesome, dude. I love his art, and just like everything that he does is super rad. So
it's a weird story is how he came to be. We originally were going to go with our buddy Mark Nosler, who did the art for last year, and he was just so busy with commissions and stuff that it wasn't going to happen. And Bishop and I were like at our wits' end one day. Like everything that could go wrong was going wrong, and we literally were like, we're just gonna have to call the festival. Like it's just not gonna be able to happen this year. Maybe if we take a year off, we can plan better, and then things will work out better next year or whatever. And in the span of like 4 hours, Jay texted me back and confirmed. And then Sid called me. He FaceTimed me, and he was like, hey, like, because he still hadn't given me an answer either. He was like, if we're not touring, maybe we can figure something out. I just never had anything from him. And he FaceTimed me, and he was like, so I just thought I'd call you and let you know that it turns out that I'm going to be DJing for Ricardo at Pale Fest this year. And we were like, oh, like what the fuck? And then Trash Bag was like, I want to do the art. So he took it, and he's been so crazy helpful with everything in between too. Like more stuff than I can even name. He's like definitely the unsung hero this year. So shouts to Trash Bag Ghost.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I'm from a fan, fan and or friends perspective, like that's the things that like you just don't hear about, because like it just seems like it's just going and it's just manifesting the way it is, and like it's just organically taking care of itself. But I can only imagine the amount of hurdles and obstacles that you have to do in preparing for all that stuff, man.
If I told you how much money Bishop and I have spent this year, it would make me sick. So it's fucking terrifying. I really hope that we can at least break even. I definitely don't think we're going to profit at all, but that's okay because, I mean, fucking look at it. Like, that's sick. That's my baby.
Yeah, bro. I mean, do you watch the Wild Ride podcast, Steve-O?
Every once in a while, yeah.
They were talking. They had I think Shaggy on, and he was talking about Gathering, and he's like, in his, I won't do an impersonation, but he's just always like, yeah, we never make a profit. We're always in the red after the Gathering. Like
I caught a little like a YouTube short of that specific clip where he was like, his brother, I guess, like runs the financial stuff, and his brother's freaking out because they made like $5,000.
Yeah, they made $5,000 off the Gathering.
Insane, dude. Insane.
It made me think of you when I saw that, because it's like just the amount of resources you got to put into that just to break even. It's like that's a win. So like,
I will say the legitness is way turned up. Like it makes last year look like child's play, like doing something outside rinky dink the way that we did it. Like we got lucky with the weather and the fact that everything worked out, but a 3-day festival indoors with concerts every single night and wrestling and whatever other, like obviously the guests names are way bigger this year and stuff. And it actually definitely feels like a legit thing that's actually happening now, which is super cool.
Yeah, dude. Super proud of you, man.
Thank you.
So if you guys don't know what AJ's talking about, AJ has a little gathering next month. It's called Pale Fest. AJ, can you give everyone a quick rundown of exactly what Pale Fest is?
So Pale Fest is Basically an idea that was born through myself and my business partner and one of my best friends, Bishop Walker. He owns Paleface & Co., which is a mask company. It was originally based out of California. He actually moved to Ohio to be closer to me so that we could keep doing what we were doing. Basically, 2 years ago, obviously I've had this building for like 3.5 years or something, but it was like super hardcore pandemic time when I got it. And it was never something that I wanted to have open to the public in terms of like a store or something that people could just walk into anytime. But the town was obviously super curious about it, and I felt like my YouTube stuff was at a point where I could maybe throw together some sort of meet and greet. And I think that's a super cool thing for any YouTuber. I don't know how interested like Xander is in that type of stuff, but like you see these YouTubers do meet and greets and it looks sick. It's like you get to connect with your audience on a completely different level. So we did an open house where it was literally just like a signing meet and greet with myself. Paleface had a booth up front, and then this part was open so people could walk through and take pictures and stuff. And it was literally the best day ever. It was like the most wholesome, coolest experience I'd ever had in my life up to that point. And I made more money that night than I'd ever made at one time. And I only bring that up because when the festival was over, it was supposed to go from 6 to 10, and the last person left at like 2 a.m. And we were all sitting there like exhausted, and I had this big old like wad of cash in my hand, and I was like, man, this feels meaningless. Like, I just want to do that again. And Bishop was like, dude, I feel the exact same way. So we were like, let's do a festival. We can literally bring back the convention style that we grew up with, because in all actuality, none of those conventions are the same as they used to be. Like, it used to feel like family and friends, and now it's all just like business, business, business. And we didn't want to do that. We wanted to have everything that we wanted. So we hand selected all the vendors instead of opening applications. And we didn't want to just stick with masks and horror stuff. Like, Xander came down, had a fucking booth, and it was just an amalgamation, is that the word, of like all things House of Masks. I wanted to keep, we were throwing shoes out from Fallen, and we had a costume contest, and it was just all the things. So this year it's even bigger and even crazier. We have live concerts, a lot of like House of Masks related bands. Swollen Teeth is headlining. Sid Wilson and Ricardo Grimm are doing a set together because Sid is Ricardo's DJ. And then, yeah, like the two big guests, Jay Weinberg and Sid Wilson, like, if you like House of Masks, you more than likely like those guys. So I could talk about it for a very long time and it still wouldn't cover everything that it is, but it's fucking sick.
Hell yeah,
That's
brother.
awesome, man.
Was that a good sale?
Amazing. Great job.
When is it?
Oh yeah, October 13th through the 15th. So Friday the 13th, we kick it off. That's Jay Day. Jay is the main guy there. He'll be in costume all day. You can come get whatever you want signed, take a picture with him. All of his masks will be on display, so you can see up close and in person all of his stuff, some suits. It'll be like a mini Jay Weinberg Knotfest museum. The next day, Saturday the 14th, is Sid Day, and we say that because even though Sid will be there all weekend, he's definitely going to get the focus that day, not only because he is performing, and then the two artists that he has produced are also performing. That's Ricardo and Swollen Teeth. And Sid has some special stuff going on. And then Sunday is like, I guess it would be like Locals Day. Like, we're trying to cater to the locals. So we're going to have like a cool ass car show, and we're going to have like a wrestling event. And then fun stuff for all the vendors, because last year was such a flash thing and it went by so quickly that I didn't even really get a chance to hang out with everybody. We're going to have like a big vendors only giant dinner after party thing Sunday evening and stuff. And it'll be a great time.
AJ, where is Palefest? Can you let everyone know?
Downtown Chillicothe is the easiest answer.
And what state is that in?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's on Main Street.
Yeah, it is on Main Street.
Yeah,
well,
bro.
okay, so here's the tricky part. It is here. Like, this will be open to the public. People can walk through the museum, but the entire festival is at a separate venue now called the Elks Lodge, which is like a block away, and it's huge. And there's a restaurant and a bar in it, and yeah. So the cool thing is that there's lots of stuff going on that weekend. So there's also like the Chillicothe Halloween Festival, which is another block away, and it forms this triangle. And we have all these cool ass businesses that you can see coming and going, and you can go get food, and you can do all the cool Chillicothe things. And Chillicothe is just a pleasant little place. So
Good, man. That's gonna be the shit.
yeah,
When did you think that you would ever have a festival?
was never even on my radar. It was just such a natural idea after that open house, because like I said, like that money was cool, but it just wasn't, there was never an experience that I'd had like that prior. Like even the 100K plaque didn't do that, or I mean, whatever. I've done a lot of cool shit, but that every time we do those things, it's rad. It's like the coolest thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's the shit. Real quick, I want to get to, there was a couple super dupers that came in. Robert Ayala. Happy Friday, guys.
That's another homie.
The $5 super duper. And then your boy Ross Ferguson just racking up the debt. Thank you, AJ. I feel humble. Does your mask that I gave you include the Kane mask from WWE?
Like, did you buy the Kane mask with his super chat?
Oh, I mean, maybe.
I think so. I mean, it probably.
That's a lot of times and dates and math to look back on. I don't know. Let's say yeah if it makes your day. I'll say yes.
Checks out on my end.
Ray says it's good.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so not that I don't love talking about myself, but I'm actually super stoked for somebody that's in here because I think they've had some big news happen. Not only is this like cool tour happening, but dude, you got a signature guitar?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell me this, that is the musician's equivalent of like my signature mask coming out through distortions, right? Like that's what you're feeling.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's like
That's
it's the
end all,
ultimate
be all.
like yeah, it's the ultimate like I don't even want to like put a silly cliche title on it, but like, oh, what's up, dude? How are you, bro?
Good.
That's Corey. He's
Sorry.
he's in my phone labeled as Corey Handsome because he's so good looking. Like that's 1,000% truth.
I love the pants, man.
Yeah, dude, I love that dude.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You caught me off guard. My man crush was in frame for a second. Yeah, dude.
So focus here. Yeah, signature guitar. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, bro. God, if I could pull myself together. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the equivalent of like the ultimate, like, yeah, dude, like I don't know if I say like I've made it, because that means like that's like the end goal. So it's like the ultimate like validation of like I'm doing something that has merit and value on the instrument or in the industry. So yeah, dude, I appreciate you bringing that up, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of cool. It came kind of out of nowhere, and I had been brainstorming what it would look like for half a decade. So like I had it all sent back to them within like 6 minutes of like, this is what it's gonna be like. You know what I mean? Like,
can you let everyone know what type of guitar it is? What brand?
Yeah, so it's through a company called Cerberus Guitars. It's a 30-inch scale baritone, which is like the longest scale length you could have for an electric guitar, generally speaking.
And this is gonna be standard tuning, right?
Yeah, standard tuning. You play some like Led Zeppelin, the Beatles. Now, like it's for like ignorantly low tuned stuff, which is what I really sincerely enjoy to play and create. My favorite thing about it though is the price point of like with a hard shell case and everything. It's like give or take $1,300, which is very hard to do in this economy. I mean, I don't want to get all political, but I mean, when it really comes when it comes down to it, when it's all said and done.
Basically what he's trying to say.
When push comes to shove.
We're all friends. So.
Boner James doesn't get this. This is an inside joke me and AJ have, where like it's just like a bunch of those like stupid like catchphrases, buzzwords that don't mean anything. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to get all political, but it's raining in Connecticut right now. Like, it makes no sense. But anyway, yeah, like $1,300 with a hard shell case and like stainless steel frets, silver bursts, all the above. Like that was my favorite thing about the conglomeration of everything. And like I didn't want it to be like $3,000. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I love guitars that cost that much money, but trying to think of like, I don't know, man, call it how it is. Like the more affordable something is, the more appealing it is, and the better off I feel. Like offering something that's super rad, but not like, like cork sniffing, like a 10 grand like collector's item. Like, to hell with that, dude. Like, I want people to play it and beat it up and make it their own and stuff. So yeah, man,
I have
pretty
a couple
exciting.
questions about it.
Sure,
As a
send it.
non-guitar player. Okay, so first of all, I know that you said that there's like a limited quantity.
Yeah.
Did you get paid outright, or do you get a percentage of each copy sold? And you don't have to tell me that either, because I know that could be like confidential or something.
No, it's not confidential, and I don't think it's off the table. It's a percentage. It's for everyone that's sold, I get a commission. And I think that makes the most sense from a business standpoint, because like, like let's say it works both ways. Let's say I get a flat rate and then they don't sell at all, then the company's screwed. Or vice versa, if I get a flat rate and then they like sell through the roof, then I kind of sold myself short. So it's like, come as it goes type of thing.
Yeah.
So
I had never dealt with anything like that until the shoes.
I was supposed to say, yeah, the shoes, you probably did something similar.
Yeah, that was the exact same way. And then same with the distortions masks. And I like that because I think obviously it's fair for the company. Like I was never ever worried about making money from those.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't even. They said, oh yeah, they said you'll get a commission. I was just like, oh, all right. Like
when the ideas first proposed, I was like, I would be happy just getting a copy of these shoes. Like,
yeah, dude. I just want it to be I want it to be in the universe. That's like, that's as cool as it is for me. Like, yeah, fuck money, bro. Like,
second question comes from Corey. He says, "Can I have one?"
I mean, yeah, bro.
For what, $1,300, right?
Yeah, dude, you have $1,300.
The
you
third
can get as many as you want.
Question, and it actually involves Corey too. Is this the guitar that you're going to use to make this beautiful music that I have heard bits and pieces of that involves Corey?
Yes. So the demo that I apologize, it had to be shelved for a minute because I'm leaving next week. But yeah, like I wrote that on one of those, or like I recorded it on something. Like it's not literally one of those because they don't exist yet, but like something in that vein, in that style. So then come the real go round.
Yeah.
It'll be just exactly like that style and that vein of that music. So
listen,
yeah,
fucking excited because that shit is heavy.
I know, bro. And sweet little Corey's like, yeah, man, I can scream. And then like, then like that comes out. I'm like, I mean, yeah, you sure can, bro. You sound like an absolute demon in the best way possible.
Yeah, that shit's good.
Speaking of demons, didn't you just drop a song today with a demon, aka Mr. Barber?
Oh yeah, so like that was that's like an old,
it came out last year on Halloween.
Yeah. And I've just been sitting on it because I went through like a whole rebranding and everything, and I've been like putting everything on like a pause for a while just to like get the general public on board with everything. So like I've been just chilling and sitting on that for a while. So like I hired somebody to do a lyric video, and like that's like revamping up all of this new stuff that I have coming out, coinciding with the new guitar, new music, a new project with Corey and myself that nobody even knows about yet. Thanks AJ for I guess there goes that. No, just kidding. I'm just totally
holding you hype.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's time to ramp up that like creative individual stuff again. And Brian, I would like to talk to you after this. It doesn't have to be tonight, but like in terms of like setting up a website and stuff, like we talked about at Gojira and Mastodon. Yeah, like I need a little bit of help with that. So, but yeah, I dropped a song with Tom Barber from Darko and Chelsea Grin today. Well, I just dropped the lyric video for it. And dude, like he's my favorite singer. Like I think maybe of all time in the metal genre. Just like it doesn't sound real. Like it sounds like fake. like in the best way possible. Like it just sounds. I think he sounds better than anybody else out there. So to have him on a song, I reached out to him last year and he agreed to it and was super pumped on it. So yeah, like that's like my favorite accomplishment creatively so far. So yeah, I dropped a lyric video for a song called Subtle Comeback, which is a nice little play on words of Slight Return, like Voodoo Child Slight Return, Subtle Comeback. It's kind of a cute little thing. So
It's
yeah, I'm
cute.
super proud of it. Yeah, thanks, man.
So not only did you drop that video today, but you have something else coming out pretty soon, right? Maybe a brand new album.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
you meant that or the tour. That yeah. So
Well,
I
we'll
got,
get to the tour in a little bit.
dude, I'm just so busy, bro. Like,
We don't want to blow our load right from the beginning.
which one you talk?
Let's slow it down.
Which endeavor you talking about? I'm so busy. No, I'm
Let's
just
pump
kidding.
it a little slower. Come on.
Go slower.
Yeah. So like I said, like today was like the beginning of starting to release some new stuff, or get that going again in a way. Like I said, it's not a new song, but like a new endeavor. And yeah, so like I have like 9 tracks good to go for a new album, with some other featured guests and stuff. So super stoked on that. And that'll be out sometime in October, and it'll actually be announced officially next Friday with another like another video. It'll be a guitar playthrough that I filmed like 2 weeks ago, something like that. So I'm super stoked on that, man.
Do me and Corey get to come see you?
Where?
On tour?
Yeah, in Columbus.
I don't know if I'm going to Columbus.
Corey swears you are.
The dates are from the 28th through the 15th. Though, like the 15th or something. I think the closest I am on that run is like Lakewood, Ohio.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck. I get to see Tom 2 days after that show, right? I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
Tell him I say hi. I think he's got a new number or something. Maybe he blocked me.
Corey or Tom?
No, Tom.
He does have a new number.
Yeah, because I texted him, congrats on your engagement, and I got crickets. I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
But I figured, one, he was bombarded, but two, I'm sure like it went green or something. Like it was like, all right, this is probably not right anymore.
Yeah, he got a new number. I don't even think I saved it yet, but he sent me a random voice clip, and it was like, I got a new number. Yeah.
Hey, bro, got a new number. I can hear it now.
Yeah.
So little off topic. AJ had a quick question from my man Joe Brown here. He says, AJ, do you ever wear prototype mask ideas in the bedroom? Because I would. Market research.
No, I think that shit's all super cringy. I've never had sex in a mask. I don't know why people feel so inclined to ask that weird ass question. No, sorry.
Is that a thing?
Dude, you would be surprised how many fucking times a month I hear that.
I'm very surprised. Look at my face. Look at me.
Look how surprised he is.
Dude, look at
Tom.
I mean, if you want.
Get declined right here on the live stream. Look like a real fucking idiot.
Like, sorry, bro. I was busy, bro. No, call him later. No, let's not put him on. No, all right. Well, I guess we're doing it.
It's too fucking late. He might be touring right now. I don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah, is he? He might be in Europe for all we know. No, I think he is touring. Actually, he could be on stage as we speak.
Well, listen, I always pick up when he fucking calls me randomly. So,
hey, man, this is between you guys.
Yeah, this is us. Sorry. Anyway,
Brian, how's work going for you?
Yeah, since AJ has a festival going on and you're going on tour, dropping a new album, I went to work today. Just fucking slayed. Absolutely killed it. It was a good day.
You're my favorite insurance agent like ever. Like if there was a first ballot Hall of Famer, like you're on it. So that's awesome, bro.
Good deal. So it's probably me and maybe one other person that you know.
Jake from State Farm. Who else is there? Yeah. And Flo. That's you, Flo, and Jake. Yo, AJ, how was that conversation, bro?
We're texting right now. I seriously, I know him. Okay, I really like. Yes, I know him.
We're just so good friends. We just like, you know.
Yeah, Tim Barber is my favorite.
Tim Benson's my favorite.
So Xander, are you streaming this shit on your channel right now?
No, bro. I was asking for help, and then by the time fucking push comes to shove, I was in the September 6th live stream. And then by the time I was like, next thing you know, everybody was calling me. Like, it felt like there was a Amber Alert out for me. Like, it was like 8:57, and like people were like, thought like, I felt flustered. So I gotta do that soon. Like next time.
Yeah, do it next
You're not
month.
wrong.
What did you say, AJ?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like, give me a break, Boner James. I'm fucking trying, bro.
That's all right. I know AJ is streaming right now. So
Oh,
anyone who's
snap.
watching on AJ's channel, if you could be so kind and come on over to Under the Bus as well, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, please. And if you're on Under the Bus and you haven't subscribed to AJ or Xander's channel yet, you fucked up. You fucked up. Please, politely and
Yeah, subscribe
quickly
to
subscribe.
everybody. Subscribe to all of us, bro.
Yeah, I have tens of people watching.
It's 10 more than me, bro.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're all beating Xander right now.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. I made a community post. Get on my level, bro. Did you?
Or start streaming.
I think we had 8,700 people watching before, so we're doing
Yeah,
pretty well.
Corey's streaming it. I'm not. Why isn't
Who?
Corey sitting next to you?
I don't know. You want to come be in this?
Boner
Yes, sir.
Jams, have you met Corey? Brian.
About a half hour ago, right before
like
we
a-
went live.
He's awesome, man.
Who is this?
There he
woman? Does someone know this woman, Ashley?
I thought you meant Corey.
Yeah. Who is this? Who is this?
Does somebody know this woman?
Yes, I know Ashley. She's a good friend of mine.
Oh,
Cool.
gotcha. She seemed like someone knew her, and I had never seen her in my chat. So I was like, I don't think she's from my end. Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
So-
But yeah, also I'm going on tour, guys. Just
No
wanted to
way.
say that. Yeah, bro.
Solo tour?
What am I? Who am I? Steve Vai?
Corey
You go on
said this is
tour.
a pretty big name band.
Yeah, for the Fallen Dreams is a band I've known for eons, like at least one eon, and
That's- Yeah, that's
it's,
serious.
it's been like at least 45 minutes, right? No, in all seriousness, like For the Fallen Dreams is like I knew them like back when I used to like when I was like an angsty teenager, like looking up like top 10 heaviest breakdowns of all time, and it would be like in 360p quality, and it would be like Chelsea Grin, Bring Me the Horizon, Ghost Inside, and like For the Fallen Dreams was always in there. So like they started out as like that kind of scene, but they've since kind of shifted into like I don't even know what you call it, like just a different style. But yeah, long story short, the singer asked me just randomly on an Instagram DM, and it was as simple as, "Hey, are you available to tour in a month?" And I was just like, "Probably." And so then like 2 hours later, I was like, "All right, come in." And then they said pretty much, "All right, you're gonna fly into Chicago, and then we're gonna go on tour for a month." And that was that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
cool,
how's
man.
the rehearsing going?
It's good, man. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's more lax and like just like it's not technical. Like it's not like I mean it's challenging, but you know what I mean? Like it's not like brutal blast beat million miles an hour and solos, and like it's much more like it's about the song. It's not about like the technicality of the electric guitar. So it's certainly much more up my alley and something much more enjoyable from like a performance standpoint, where you can kind of like get into it more and not have to be so worried on like staring at the fretboard the whole time. So like I'm really excited about that. So rehearsing's going good. We do like 3 or 4 days rehearsals in Chicago and then head westward in like a week and a half. So
But have
Yeah,
you
shit.
learned that breakdown from the Woven Web yet?
oh god no, I haven't even started. What are you-
Unbelievable.
Have you?
Yeah. I've posted
Oh
the
yeah,
video.
have you, bro? Yeah,
Seen it.
yeah.
I've seen
Boop-a-doo-boo-doo.
social.
You seen Psychosocial?
Yeah, I saw you teaching AJ how to play psychosocial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
dude. Yeah, I was God, I'm like the best teacher I know, bro. Like
You know what I
mean-
can play though? I can play that open chord thing, the start of New Abortion.
Did it.
Yeah. Or taught me that.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
I'm really, really happy for you.
So
Well,
what? How many guitars are you taking, and what's the tuning?
I'm not going to take any. It'll probably be D minor.
Like that's a tuning.
Oh,
I don't think that's a tuning, bro.
sorry, 47th fret or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gold.
Anyway, I'm taking 2 guitars. I'm gonna take one in drop A sharp and one in drop F sharp.
Yeah, jokes on the fucker. That's not a fucking tuning either.
Yeah, why don't you go play the drums, bro? Because we're all super impressed.
What if we started playing it? Just really, really freak them out. Oh shit, they can hear us. Sorry. Anyways, what? A minor.
What's your deal, bro? Yeah, what's up with that pizza? That pizza looks a little suspect. What's on it?
Cheese.
No. Look at your slice, bro. What's
I thought it was
growing
a
on
cheese. I thought it was a cheese Danish at first.
What's
I thought
growing
you were
on
eating,
it?
like pastries.
The air bubble, guys. Fuck.
Looks like pizza from Chernobyl, bro.
So Xander, besides dropping a new album, releasing a song with Mr. Barber, having signature guitar, and going on tour, is there anything else going on in your life right now?
Not honestly. I mean, it's a pretty lot.
That's pretty fucking boring. They ain't shit.
Oh yeah, thanks, bro. No, I think that's it. I'm like unfortunately slowing down a little bit of YouTube content. Like I'm slowing down and putting out a video every other day now. But like I'm really trying to like prepare for heading out to Chicago just because I want to represent the people that are essentially asking me to do a job. So like last thing I want to do is show up unprepared and like let them down and make them not feel confident in me. So like that's something I'm like really trying to take incredibly serious. So that's just like the main thing that I've been doing for the last week and a half or so, or the last week and a half up until I leave is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, just trying to keep busy, trying to piece it all together.
Good, man. Well,
Thanks,
we got a super duper chat again from Ross Ferguson, just paying for the bills tonight. Ross says, saw AJ, it was the WWE Kane mask. So there you go.
That's what I'm talking about. His first super chat said, "This is my only super chat for the night."
he said it until I get paid. He obviously got paid since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is in Scotland, I think. So maybe it's the morning and he just got that deposit.
Yeah.
And Xander, we talked about this before. My man Ben Tom here said, I saw Xander at the last Philly guitar showing Oaks.
That's a town in Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Gotcha. But there was a lot of people talking to him. Didn't want to bug him, but he was so kind and had time for all the people that asked him questions. So Ben Tom, next time, just tell him, yo, I'm Boater Jam's friend. And then Xander will drop everything and spend...
Including my pants.
Of course. Just like at the Gojira show. So we were at the...
You said you wouldn't tell anybody.
We were at the Gojira recently. It was what, a month ago now? We saw Gojira in Mastodon in Brooklyn. So Xander and I had a little friendly wager. I'm like, let's get to see who's going to get recognized more. Will it be me or will it be you? I think it was 8-0 before I was like, all right, I think you got this. But people that saw Xander were so pumped. It was like a kid on Christmas. They're like, oh, this is a fucking guy from YouTube. Yeah. And it was cool. And then everyone, you were so nice to everybody. And you could tell like people like didn't know what to say to you.
Fucking gander here.
Yeah. And no, it was so cool. You were great with everyone. So just want to say, if you do see Xander out in the wild, aka the public, definitely stop by, say hi to him. He's cool as shit. Might give you a hug too. And an STD.
Well, yeah, I'm a big hugger, dude. Like I don't know, man. Like I find it incredibly cool that like people care enough about, me or any, it's like not a burden at all. Like, are you kidding? Like that's the coolest thing. That's like AJ, I'm sure you can attest to it too, bro. It's like, it's the ultimate, like like coming up to somebody is like the ultimate act of like showing appreciation, and like it's the ultimate like feeling of like not validation, but just like moment of like appreciation, because like you don't get to interact with real people when you're a talking head on the internet. So like when you do, and somebody shows appreciation for what you do and the things you create, it's like the ultimate like payoff, I guess.
Yeah, especially because like we aren't rock stars, and we're just kind of forming this thing, and we are fans of shit. So like we know exactly what that moment feels like for them too.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think I've ever had a negative fan interaction, because it's like humbling, but also like I know exactly what they're feeling. So
Have you ever met a real life troll?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I haven't either, bro.
They don't come around.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
Yeah,
There's so many of them. There's
Yeah.
so many of them, and I have not seen one of them in real life yet.
Oh, come to my office. I get trolled every day. Why do my rates go up? What the fuck? They're real. They're real. Come hang out.
That's funny.
I
bro.
invite them to the events. It's not like I'm hiding. Like, they just
Yeah.
have to show up.
I
One of
say,
my
like,
favorite.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. That's Xander.
I was just gonna make a stupid joke, like, you know, you could find me at the Liberty Bell, or find me at, Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Like, people know I'm always in Center City. Like, but yeah, they never show up. It's interesting.
One of my favorite AJ troll stories or videos actually is someone wrote a message to AJ talking about the intro and how I forgot how it went, but basically how they didn't like it. And you're like, oh, cool. And you played it twice for him.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
That was a weird thing. Like, they were like, oh my God, you've had the same intro for X amount of time, and it's just so repetitive, and I have to fucking skip it, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, that is what you are complaining about.
Yeah.
My same 15-second fucking intro.
Yeah, it's fascinating, bro.
We all know that every TV show doesn't have intro music and a theme and stuff like that.
No, never.
Like,
It's never.
yeah, it's fucking weird. And you know that it's the same amount of time every time, so just skip it and shut the fuck up.
Or just like, or
about.
just sit, like, don't click on the video.
Yeah.
Or like, just don't, like, you don't have to click. Like, my favorite, and I know you've made videos about this, but it's like, my favorite is like when I don't say anything negative. I try not to, but like, even when I say something lukewarm, somebody will say, well, who cares about your opinion anyway? It's like, bro, you do. You click on
video. Every band reaction video that I've ever done that is negative, because I watch it and I don't end up liking the band, I get comments like that. They're like, who the fuck cares about some guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you clicked on the fucking video.
You do, bro.
Not only did you click on it, but then you cared so much that you fucking commented about it.
You cared about AJ's opinion so much that you had to tell everybody how much you don't care about it.
My response is always the same. I count how many views the video has at that point, and it's like, those are really well videos, so like some of them have hundreds of thousands, and I'll be like, well, 400,030 people plus yourself all
Plus
care about my yeah. That is
bro. That's my
Your
favorite.
most recent review. I had the old singer Anders.
Oh yeah,
it was
or whatever.
Yeah, that song was fucking terrible.
Awesome. I mean, terrible.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
But the best part about it is in the chat, or not in the chat, in the comments. The band commented on it. Did you see that?
Yeah, they commented. They shared the video on their Instagram too.
Yeah, and they were super nice. Like, sorry you didn't like that. Hopefully you'll enjoy the next song. Took the high road. I thought that was actually pretty classy, and I thought it was pretty cool. So just because of that, I'll definitely check it out. Because they could have been like, go fuck yourself, and they didn't.
They could have been like Devil Daddy and tried to fucking sue me.
Yeah.
And then lost.
Jeremy Spencer tried to sue AJ from psychosexual.
Yeah,
whatever.
psychosexual.
What's there to sue on? What could you sue?
So he couldn't. His lawyer actually was the one that was contacting me at this point, because he had already tried to DM me and get me to take the video down. And it was funny because he was offering like the silliest shit. He was like, I'll get in full character and we can do an interview for your channel. Like, bitch,
Dude,
no.
what a trade-off.
Yes.
Subscriber.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't he in some other horrible band prior to?
Yeah,
Five
chill.
Finger Death
That's Five Figure Death Punch. You show some goddamn respect.
They are one of my least favorite bands of all time.
They are horrible. That is
They're
a
not
literal
good.
meme band. Like, I can't believe there are people out there that like them.
Especially that one song that Xander I played for you. When
Oh,
Zoltan
yeah, dude.
is Open Up the Sky.
Yeah, dude, there's like a guitar solo, and the guy's name's Zoltan, the guitar player, and the singer goes, "Zoltan, open the sky." Like, what a call out. I love it, dude.
Dude.
It's my favorite part.
Me and Corey used to work at a tattoo shop together, and our boss had a 6-disc CD changer that he would play every day. And fucking 2 of the CDs were Five Finger Death Punch. And my favorite, we would hear the same songs twice a day, every day for like 9 years.
A long time.
Yeah. But there was a Five Finger Death Punch song. I don't know what the song is, but specifically, fucking Ivan Moody starts talking in the song. And he's like, I'll slap you so fucking hard it'll feel like you kissed a freight
train.
We were like, every day we would quote that to each other because it's like, motherfucker got in the booth and said that for real.
I know. I've heard. Yeah,
We're all just chalk lines on concrete.
yeah. What's that song? What
I
is
know
that?
it's fucking garbage. That's what it is. They're so bad. I'm sorry. If you're a Five Finger Death Punch fan, or if anyone from Five Finger Death Punch is watching it, 1, thank you. But 2, step up your vocal game, man. Come on, your lyrics are not good, and just admit it. Just
Dude, but that, I mean, if they aren't they are clearly pandering to like police officers that beat their wives and do that type of shit. So there is an audience for it, and if they're not pandering, if they actually believe in what they're doing, then they are just as bad. So fuck them, and fuck Jeremy Spencer. Anyways, yeah, he offered me all this stupid shit, and I was like, I don't think so. I was really nice to him. And then he acted like he was fine with it. He acted like we were cool. And then all of a sudden I start getting emails, a 3-way chain between myself, YouTube, and this like really prominent music lawyer. Like I looked this guy up, and he had some clients, and he was just trying to get YouTube to remove my shit because he knew that there was probably nothing that he could legally do about it. And YouTube was like fully on my side, like with the fair use stuff. They were so good that I didn't have to send a single email during that time. So I really like, YouTube sucks a lot of the time, but I really commend them for having my back on that one.
Yeah. So AJ, I'm sorry.
When
11.
He ended up changing his whole band name and releasing 9 albums
In one day. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's a fucking idiot, because if he had just claimed the revenue from my video, he would have gotten more money from that than from all of his videos combined. It's my biggest video, and it's fully copyright free. I've made every dime off of that fucking video because he shut his shit down and got rid of all that stuff.
Real quick, AJ, there's 11 old G. He's a big supporter of you. Says, by the way, I love Slipknot and I love your channel. So
he actually said he loves Slopknot, and I think I do.
Bro, his name's 11 old. 11 old G.
I think we all know it meant to be Slipknot.
No.
Then in the bedroom, it's Slopknot. So.
Oh my god, bro.
And all Dave all night says Ivan Moody's a goddamn lunatic. You are correct.
Sorry.
OMG, thanks.
Oh no, I'm fucking crying.
I want to get my knuckles changed.
Make that an O.
Dude, I'm gonna not lie. I've been pretty sad lately, but that's the hardest I've laughed in like a long fucking time.
I hate you.
That's great. Thank you, 11 old G. And I know AJ definitely appreciates it.
Yep, thank you so much.
Dude, that's amazing. But it wasn't funny until you said you're gonna put an O on your knuckle. That's so funny, bro. Oh my god, dude! I don't know why that's so funny.
All right, dude. Fucking Brian's never gonna invite me back on this.
Well, it's your show, man. You have to be back. You're good.
Look, the kid messed my hair up. I was laughing so hard.
Shit, that's so funny.
Gave me.
I think it was a genuine typo too. Like, I don't even think it was supposed to be funny. Oh man,
If somebody uploads just this segment, I'd be fucking crying from laughing so hard.
dude! I'm looking at the keyboard. The I and the O are right next door, so it's a common misconception,
They're right next door.
brother. Like you could have just been button mashing.
Fucking sweating. All right, shit. Sorry. Pull me back in. Woo!
Oh man.
All right. Did you receive? Getting back to your boy Jeremy Spencer. Now I'm curious. Did you receive a like cease and desist letter, or were you served that you actually had to defend yourself?
No, he tried, and I just ignored it because YouTube already cleared me, so I didn't figure like it's their platform. Oh my god!
What?
Why are you dying laughing, bro?
I feel like, dude, I would never work on Saturday Night Live.
What's happening right now?
Yeah, so no, I'm sorry. I just ignored it because I've had other cease and desists, and I've got a pretty like decent understanding of how it goes. And I have a lawyer now, which every time I say that, it makes me feel so cool. Like I have a fucking lawyer. So yeah, she told me like it was silly, and that dude reached out again through the YouTube emails, and YouTube fucking ignored him too. And then that was the last I ever heard of it.
Good.
Good
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, the Under the Bus got hit with some like copyright infringement just this week that I think is ridiculous because of fair use.
What
I don't,
happened?
I don't like that whole fair use. Like, I don't like when people try to abuse that. Like, it's fair use, bro. Like, just they made a video. I mean, I want to tell you, Brian. You want to say it or?
No, you can do it. And I know you got riled up when we were talking
Yeah,
about it the other day.
I just have an issue with that because, like, long story. I'll make it really short, but like, the other guys on the Under the Bus Network made a video talking about like what could potentially.
Yeah, right.
What could potentially be a fake guitar. Maybe not. And another YouTuber made a video claiming it was real. These guys are like debunking it. They're experts on this stuff. And the guy gave him a copyright strike. And then they like said that like they got copyright strike and taken down. And I watched the video and it's like literally fair use 101. There was nothing but fair use, like providing education and information and commentary. And like when you put yourself out there on the internet, like you gotta run that risk of like some people are probably not gonna like you, and like you can't just like run and tell on a content creator to YouTube that like, oh, it's copyright infringement or something. Like,
Yeah,
it's like abusing that I don't know if privilege is the word, that rigmarole, we'll say, to like get something taken down. Like that's fair. It's fair use 101. So like I don't play those games. That's like gonna ultimately ruin the platform if people do that. Or like,
well, I guess I'm sorry to chime in here, but I guess there was a way around it. The guy whose video it was, he set the video to private and then reported us for using his private video.
wow.
So I guess there's like a loophole that you can use if you're an asshole.
yeah, that's so corny, bro. Like you're a grown
Loophole if
adult.
you're an asshole.
The thing about that is every single band review video that I've ever done, even if I fucking just absolutely thrashed on them, like the psychosexual stuff, I've had dozens, if not hundreds, of positive comments about that band where people are like, hey, thanks for showing me this. And then they go over and become fans. So like, even if it's just a fucking, like, I'm shitting all over you, you're going to get fans from that. And typically reaction videos will do better than the actual thing that you're reacting to. Like, unless it's a Slipknot video or some like big ass band, like I said, that the psychosexual video has over 1 million views. It's my biggest video. And it was by the time that he had pulled that shit, it already had more views than all of his videos combined. And I'm like, dude, I'm sending people your way.
Yeah.
Why would you not want that?
Yeah, it's just I think it's just because the obvious people don't like people saying mean things about them. But like
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's that's unfortunately like the internet, bro. Like imagine like every time somebody said something mean to you, like in a comment or said something to me, like we report them and then like get them in trouble.
Yeah.
Like how corny would that be? Like I think it's just like when you put yourself out there, you run the risk of people not liking you, and you just got to take it on the chin and keep doing your thing. So when these guys got hit with that loophole thing, it's like, bro, come on, this is lame. Like this is so lame, bro. Like
Hey, you know who I like a lot that for handling shit the way that they handle it? I don't know your guys' feelings, but Ronnie Radke is really funny with that shit. Like
yeah.
I've never felt so similar to somebody in that aspect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
puts like if somebody says something mean, he'll like just put them, out for public display more or less.
He goes harder than I do.
Yeah.
You go pretty hard too.
And yeah, I'm hard as shit.
Hard as shit.
What? Whoops.
What?
And also, have you guys ever heard that really long scream from that Fit for a King song?
Yeah, bro. It's awesome.
That's so sick.
Yeah, where's this coming from?
I don't know. I wanted to talk about it earlier and I forgot, but yeah, he does that live and it's really cool.
Yeah, bro. I my best friend back home. Well, since I'm home. That didn't make any sense. He showed me that. Like that song's pretty old. Like I don't know what he says there, but it's like yeah, da da da.
Yeah.
For like a minute, and like yeah,
That's sick.
I immediately went and looked at like live footage of that just to see like if you could do it, and you can. It's amazing.
Every time. Brian, do you know what we're talking about?
I do not.
Fuck, I gotta pull it
I
up.
think it's called Warpath.
Yeah.
Just go right to the end. It's like I don't really know much Fit for a King, but I know that song, and it's just like
I think
arguably the long. Go ahead.
band.
What you say?
They're a Christian band?
Yeah.
Fit for a King?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like in the vein of like August Burns Red, Texas in July, like those bands. But like it's like arguably the longest metal scream of all time. It's unbelievable.
It's
Even
fucking
longer than the beginning of the Great Southern Trendkill? Pantera?
Yes.
Hmm.
Like significantly longer.
All right, tell me if this works out or not.
I don't hear anything.
Damn it. I don't hear anything. What do I do?
I don't think there's anything you can.
I guess just chalk it up as a loss.
Fuck.
You could just send him the link and he could watch it.
Later.
Yeah.
I want the viewers to see it.
You could send the link, or you can imitate the scream if you'd like.
Yeah, just do it. You go do it.
Hey, just do it.
It is sick though. Don't let me forget. I want to show that to you because I want to show it to everybody.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Anyways, mean people, Ronnie Radke, strikes, slop knots.
Slop nods. Real quick, I want to do a quick roll call of who's here. We could say hi to everyone, and then I have a topic I like to get into. I sent you guys an article earlier that I want to chat about. People have to be put under to get tattooed, which is super puss in my opinion, but we'll get that in a moment.
I've known about that shit for a while. A lot of rappers do it.
Because they're pussies. Yeah, I said it. What's up? Okay, anyway. I want to start off with Patty Dill. Patty Dill is in attendance. Patty is a big fan of Under the Bus. And she's great. Big support of the channel. So what's going on? Stephen Franklin. KXM Rock. The House of Mask is here. Fuck that guy. Boner Jam's in attendance. All Dave, all night. Ashley Moe. Her beautiful husband, Joe Brown. 6 strings, 10 fingers, 3 ball holes. Let's see. We got R2, R3, Locking Nut. All Dave, all night. I'm going to just quickly go through. My man Wayno's here. Optimus Thrice. He had a comment earlier. I didn't have the time to stop it, but Optimus Thrice, huge support of the channel. He likes to tell everyone about his friend Angelo. Angelo's gay just recently, so he just wanted everyone to know. Congrats, Angelo, on the gayness.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Ryan OU812, who has his own channel. Go check him out. Ben Tom, we already talked about him earlier. And everyone else in the chat who I didn't get to, thank you for stopping in, hanging out on this Friday night. So I just wanted to say hi to everyone. So that being said, Xander,
Yes.
sent you an article earlier, you and AJ, about Dak Prescott, quarterback from the Dallas Cowboys, who had a leg piece done 11 hours. So instead of going multiple times to get the work done, he was put under just to get it all done. I think that's super puss because I think one of the best parts about getting a tattoo, I like the pain. It's cathartic. It's great. It's something you remember and you'll always have that piece with you. So, and it's like a badge of honor. Like AJ, I don't know if anyone's ever asked you before, hey, did that tattoo on your neck hurt? That probably never happened, right?
Never.
Never.
Look at Corey as well. Like you got two of the most tattooed men I've ever seen.
Oh, Corey's all his stuff is henna though, so it's not real. It washes off, right?
Who the fuck is Hannah?
Dude.
So anyway, Dak Prescott, you're a bitch. I said it. Get a tattoo like a real person. Just feel the pain. Don't have to be put out. And I saw a few other people like Post Malone.
What?
And I like Post Malone. I'm not a big fan of his music, but as a guy, I think he's pretty cool. So I was a little disappointed seeing that. So Xander, what's your thoughts on people who have to be put out to get tattooed?
Dude, truthfully, I get it from like, dude, I hate tattoos. So like, I hate them beyond belief. I can't stand them. And that's so ironic because I have like 2 tattoos. Like I have a couple. So like, I like, obviously I have several large pieces of my body completely covered and or blacked out. But like, dude, I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm getting tattooed next weekend on my thigh, and I'm like already stressing about it. Like, so I get it from like being put out, I guess, like get it over with. But like you're saying, bro, it's like it's like you have to do it. Like it's like cheating in a way or something. Like it's a part of it. It's, I don't know. It's like something about, in my opinion, getting tattooed of like for me personally, and for, you know, like AJ, for everybody here pretty much, but like we have things that like not the average Joe can get or like sit through or, you know, deal with that. And I wear that proudly, like, you know, like especially like my black work and stuff. It's like really relatively unique, and like not many people could sit through that. So like I wear that proudly. If somebody went to sleep and then woke up with this shit that I like sat through like 24 hours probably of black work, I'd be like, that's cute. Like, you know, good for you. Does it, you know, did it match your purse? You know, like, like I would not be cool with that. I don't think, like, just cause yeah, it's like, it's a part of it, man.
Yeah. Corey, AJ, what do you got thought?
I think we have pretty similar thoughts on this because we talked about it quite often.
I hate getting tattooed.
Yeah.
I think it
Good.
sucks.
We've
Yeah,
also like
I was gonna say real quick. I'm sorry, I was like, Brian, you might be one of the first people that like likes to get tattooed that I've met in person. It's interesting, and I've never met anybody like that. Like I'm with Corey and AJ. Like I hate it so much.
But how much work does he have compared to ours, though? Not saying that it's like a bad thing or anything, but I think like at a certain point when we've crossed certain lines, like my throat was like fucking 6 hours, and my stomach and my ribs and my back are all done, and my palm, and like that shit sucks. So I feel like I earned my stripes a long time ago. And me and Corey recently, like the shop that I worked at, got a big box of like numbing cream, and we've been experimenting with it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but I feel like I can get away with it because I sat through all this other shit without that stuff. So I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, do you have just your sleeve?
I have this, and my back is done as well.
Cool. Can you show off your sleeve, because it's really cool, if you don't mind?
Sure. So I have one of my favorite guitars right there, James Root.
Is that Chad Kroger?
Hell yeah, dude.
And then
I love
I have. Oh boy, I fuck up myself. All right. So I have Joey, and then
Paul, Corey.
and
Yeah, it's really nice, man.
Yeah.
then people
There's
like,
Mick there.
is that the Winter Soldier? It's like, yes, it is.
Who's the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier?
From the Ventures.
I don't know, dude.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
So, and then I have my back done, but I don't feel like getting naked right now.
Nah,
'Cause,
that's cool, bro.
I also have my beehole done, which is dope. So
Paul Booth beat the fuck out of me when he did my back.
He
I was
just
so
kicked it. He just kicked the shit out of you first, and then tattooed you.
Dude, it was funny because Corey went with me to that appointment out there, and I literally, like, when I set it up, I told him I had space up on my shoulder blade, and I was like, oh, he'll just do like a little face up on my shoulder blade, and then I felt him
Yeah.
drawing on me, and he's like on my spine, and then he's like down towards my ass, and then he's coming up my ribs right here, and then he's drawing on my ribs too, and the space, I was like, fuck, I'm in trouble, but then the Sharpie started to hurt, and I was like, oh my god. And then he went for it.
Yeah, it's a cool piece, man.
how long did you have to wait for Paul Booth?
It's pretty quick. Wasn't
It was quick. I had a mutual friend that was able to, like, whatever do.
I've heard about that. I have my tattoo artist who does my legs. He has a bunch of Paul Booth stuff, and something like he's always said the same thing. Oh yeah, like, you know, I get like a 2-week notice, and like I'll go up to New York and get it done or whatever. So
Yeah.
maybe it's just like if you have the no, it's not as like extensive of a wait.
My buddy Joey Simpson from Kiss and Candace, actually, I was with him in St. Louis, and he had just finished up like his pits. He got his armpits done by Paul, and I was like, "How the fuck did you get in?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm like friends with his apprentice, and she's also like his everything because he works at a private studio." So he literally made a text for me like in the car right there, and he was like, "You're on." Like, she's gonna shoot you an email, and then that was it. I was in like a month probably.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very evil experience for sure, though.
He's an interesting bird, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's been my favorite tattooer since I was a little kid, so I was already intimidated going in there and just in a like disbelief that I was about to have something, and then it was fucking brutal. It's really dark in there, and he plays some of the trippiest fucking music the whole
I like his
time,
music, though.
and it fucking hurt. That shit hurt.
It sounds a lot like Black Vulture Gallery, where I get all my black work done. Like Hoodie he's like a famous, like I'm ironically wearing their shirt today, but like it's like really, it's not a welcoming shop. It's like very scary. Like there's like baseball bats with like 9-inch nails through them hanging from the ceiling from chains. I'm like you know, laying on my back getting tattooed. I'm like, well, this is pleasant. You know, like it's like a real gnarly dungeon. So like it sounds something similar than that.
I definitely can't say more than what I'm about to say, but I'm just going to throw it out there because we're getting close. I'm currently working with Paul and someone else very special that everybody here knows and loves on a secret project. And that's all I can say.
I'll say.
Yeah, Corey will tell you everything, but it's
I
all.
know.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
AJ, can you let everyone know in the chat if they have no clue who Paul Booth is? Can you let them know briefly about
Oh, he is like the surrealist dark art godfather when it comes to tattooing. Like a lot of people know who Bob Tyrell or something. Like Paul Booth predates him with that style of like evil, almost realistic stuff that doesn't actually exist. And he's very tied into the metal community because a lot of these people that are legends like fucking Phil Anselmo and Kerry King and Corey Taylor and Clown and people from Mudvayne, like all these people have been tattooed by him. The Undertaker, I know that's a wrestler, but I feel like he fits in there. He's that guy. Like his shit is the most evil tattoos you've ever seen ever.
Wow. Yeah.
Who's this
the
other
man.
person?
I can't tell you yet. I can tell you.
Motherfucker. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to text it to you, and then we'll see your reaction live.
All right. And then we'll see your reaction when I fucking spoil it.
We have a live reaction video, everyone.
Yeah. Live reaction, live stream. Ah, okay.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's not as never mind. Okay. Wow. No
Not
way,
as shocking
bro.
to you, yeah,
Oh.
because whatever. But I feel like if fans heard that, they'd be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Well, dude, I am a fan, bro, and I'm like, it's pretty cool, man.
Is it David Lee Roth?
Ah, yeah, bro. Diamond Dave.
It's Corey.
Yeah. The one sitting next to you.
Yeah, it's Corey, the singer of Slop Nuts.
No, I meant that Corey, the one sitting to your right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Slop
From
Nuts.
Oh, okay, yeah. Silly me. Joke's on me. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it'll be sick. I'll tell you exactly what it is because when I explain it to you, you're gonna be like, "That's pretty fucking cool."
Yeah. Don't enough spoiling. Don't.
Okay. All right.
AJ, I know you pretty well, and you're not good at keeping secrets.
Because I hate secrets,
I know, bro.
so I assume everybody else does too.
No, I used to be like that when I was like 12, but like I kind of enjoy the like secret like aspect.
I'm
of
good
life.
with other shit though. Everybody thinks that I know. Still to this day, everybody thinks that I know who's in swollen teeth and what they look like and what their names are. And I have purposely kept all of that a complete secret because I don't want to fucking know.
Yeah.
Don't want to know.
Where's Swollen Teeth from? Michigan, right?
Don't even fucking know. Have
No,
no clue.
I think
Honestly,
they're-
God, I
I
have
think
no
they're-
idea.
Huh. Speaking of Michigan, I met the drummer from King 810 the other day.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah?
really?
Yeah. He's drum teching for a band called Upon a Burning Body from Texas.
One of the coolest
But-
band names of all time.
Dude, right? They're great dudes.
What is King up to? They haven't done shit in a while.
I don't know, but I just remember when they came out like right around the Gray chapter, and I was like, kill 'em all, kill 'em all. I remember they like toured together. Like I think they opened for Slipknot back then.
They did. Mhm.
Yeah. And I don't know what I don't know what they're up to. I went to Europe and lived there. Like I kind of got out of touch with like Americana around that time. So like I didn't keep up with like music and stuff. So yeah, I got to meet that dude. Really, really cool guy.
That's cool. Where'd you meet
Yeah.
him?
At the Upon a Burning Body show in like the middle of like a cornfield in Pennsylvania.
Cornfield?
There's a crazy metal scene in like it's a town called Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's like an Amish town, but like it's legitimately like the mecca for Pennsylvania metal. It's like Philadelphia has no metal scene whatsoever. It's dead as dead can be. But you go like to the middle of the state, like Harrisburg, Mechanicsburg. That's where Poison's from, Mechanicsburg. So if that doesn't tell you anything, you know.
I passed Mechanicsburg quite a few times on my way out to the worst place on planet Earth.
Dude, you talk a lot of bad things about New Jersey.
I fucking hate that place.
Bro, watch what you say. My parents are from there.
Listen, bud.
You motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
But like, no, dude, I love New Jersey. Like, that's like
Dude,
my
oh god.
that's like my it's like my second home, bro. And when you say that, I'm just like,
Hate that place.
why? It's got the beach.
It's terrible.
It's got Trenton.
I'll tell you I'll get you on my top 5 reasons.
Yeah, bro.
In no particular order. You can't pump your own gas.
Yeah, it's weird.
Crazy. Stupid.
Which that pisses you off?
Yeah, that's inconvenient as fuck. I want to get my gas and leave. I don't want to wait for some gas station attendant that I can't even understand him. And then they also are like waiting for a tip. Like, motherfucker, no. The tip is that I would rather do this myself and leave. Second reason I don't like them, no left-hand turns. You guys are like, not you guys, but they're just so bad at driving that they took away left-hand turns for everybody.
No, they made it better. Like, hey, we'll cut out the guesswork. Just go right.
No, dude. Oh, it's so awful. Third,
This one's on us. Just hang a right. We got you.
I wore a t-shirt for the old shop that we had because when we did have a scene here, there was the tattoo shop $2 pistol that I used to work at. Everybody that was in the scene had these fucking shirts that said defend Chillicothe, and they had an AK-47 on them. And it was just like you would see fucking dozens of these every weekend at every tattoo related thing or music related thing or whatever. So it's not like the cringy like First Amendment fucking Blue Lives Matter, my tattered flag on the back of my Toyota Tacoma. It's just like it was this shop thing and it was kind of like a music thing and it was cool. I wore that to a mall out there, and you would have thought that I was walking through the fucking mall with an actual AK-47. People were
Really?
staring at me like I was the biggest piece of shit they had ever seen in their fucking life.
What part of New Jersey was this?
That was Rockaway.
North Jersey, South Jersey?
I don't know.
Rockaway Beach.
I didn't know there was that. It's only the fucking state's like that big.
No, that's Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Was that 4?
I think it's 4. You got one more. Come on.
No plastic straws. So all the straws out there are cardboard and they taste like shit and they make your drink all gross. And number
That's
5.
5.
5 I can't talk about, but Ray knows.
Yeah, bro. I know that one. I actually do.
I know that one too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So, but I could name more.
Well, I like New Jersey.
You ever see Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
Me and Corey just watched
porn.
The Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie last night, and it's based in New Jersey. And they said that they were like, we have to get above the tree lines where the planes can't go. And this guy was driving his car, and he's like, there's only one place in New Jersey that's that tall. And he fucking does this in his car and whips it on an exit ramp that says used baby wipe mountain. It's just a mountain of baby wipes. I was like, dude, that's the most accurate Jersey description I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's kind of
it's pretty gross, but it's home away from home for me.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Been worse. New York City's the worst by far.
Yeah, Times Square sucked. I hated that.
It's just a fucking dump, which is sad. But getting back to your mall story about offending people with your shirt, I've never been offended by anything except once. I was in a mall, and it was just big juice bear, satanic juice bear, if I may, was wearing a Jesus is a cunt t-shirt. And I was just like, really? Like, you have to,
Cradle of Filth, dude. It's a classic shirt.
but why would you wear that in public? Like, you're just asking. Like, there's some things you just don't wear. And I think Jesus is a cunt is just takes it to a whole different level of ignorance.
Yeah, I would have definitely thought that was cool when I was 13.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Cancer Christ is that they have a shirt that says Satan is a bitch in the same font.
Oh, that's cool.
They're like all about spinning that back around on shit. I think they're pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it. You know, you make edgy stuff to get a rise out of people. But yeah, like wearing it to like the food court. I don't know.
Yeah. Just stopped to get some General Tso's.
Yeah.
This is for Jesus is a cunt. Here you go. Here's your General Tso's with lo mein. Here you enjoy.
Yeah, that's a legendary shirt that would like. There's like I know there's like dedicated YouTube videos about that shirt, and like it was like
and shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So it's almost like to the point now where it's like so mainstream, and I don't know if accepted's the word, but like it's so well known now that it like has lost its luster. It's lost its shock value. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. The mall might not be appropriate.
Definitely not. The mall or church, I don't know if I would rock it there.
Yeah, definitely not the mall. I'm just kidding. Just being
so. Had just a couple quick things. We don't want to go too crazy on a Friday night. I know everyone's out partying it up, going to the rave, but wanted to ask AJ and Xander. We'll talk about it too. Talk about some bands that got you into the metal scene. Like, why are you a metalhead? Like, what bands are you listening to? What got you into it?
I was born into it. My parents were definitely avid metal listeners before I was ever around. And my dad actually did a lot of shit with like a lot of Columbus local bands, like security and roadie related shit. So I don't know. I do remember literally like where I was when I was probably like 5 or 6. I was in the car and we were on a road called Narrows Road, and we were listening to like, it was probably like Metallica or Megadeth or something. And I knew that other kids my age didn't listen to shit like that. So I remember asking my mom, like she was in the passenger seat, I was like, what do other kids like listen to that at my age or whatever? Like what? I just didn't know what else was out there. And she like turned it on to like some country shit. And I was like, cool. I'm glad you guys are my parents then.
So
what bands?
It was Megadeth and Metallica then? Is that the answer?
Yeah, I'd say Metallica was definitely one of the first. Megadeth was definitely a big part. I remember my mom like finding her own shit that maybe almost brought me into like new metal stuff, because she was really big into she loved Kid Rock. Like when Devil Without a Cause came out, she was fucking
So
super
good.
Stained, when their first couple albums came out, I remember we had those on cassette and we played them a lot. I was crazy about Limp Bizkit right before I got crazy about Slipknot, because their shit dropped a little bit before like the Slipknot craze happened. And yeah, I kind of went from there. I remember I was on the same shit for a long time. Like right up until like Volume 3 came out, and I remembered like being disappointed with Slipknot. I was just like Slipknot, Mudvayne, Slipknot, Mudvaynes. Like I would just constantly go through those cycles. But then sometime around 2006, I finally got into Guar, and Guar had a record called Beyond Hell that year that had like blast beats and slightly different double bass stuff than like your typical Slipknot song or something would have. And then that led me into finding like Black Dahlia Murder and Chelsea Grin and The Faceless. And then I was like, holy fuck, this is like a level of heavy that I never even thought was like a real thing or whatever. So Born of Osiris, like a bunch of shit like that. And then I mellowed out and I became a 30-year-old that likes bluegrass.
Good deal.
I didn't know you like Born of Osiris.
Yeah, I was pretty heavy into them for a long time. Skate park days. I couldn't skate to like anything but like metal music, so I had a lot of Black Dahlia was still definitely my favorite out of all that, and I liked The Faceless a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Xander?
I grew up on like the bands that got me into metal. I think are like the cliche classic rock: Zeppelin, Van Halen, the Sex Pistols. Like those are like the big three. And then like when I started to find my own music, it was like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Slipknot. But like to give it a more defined like band that like got me into it was definitely Zeppelin and Van Halen. Like just I don't know, like that shit was always just playing in my house on like a consistent daily basis. So like that was just the groundworks for me to like enjoy rock music, because when I was growing up, Britney Spears was huge, Christina Aguilera, the boy bands and all that stuff, which truthfully I genuinely do like that music. Like I'm not even being silly, like I really do. But like I just resonated with like the classic rock stuff, and like I just knew like I was like different from like what what kids like and like the popular music of the time. And then but like the Sex Pistols was really big for me, because that was like the first music my dad would put on Nevermind the Bollocks. And like I knew like I shouldn't be listening to this. Like I knew this was bad music, and like I was like obsessed with it, and I became like that's when I like started to really enjoy like I don't know if we call it edgy music, but like music that was not the norm and the squeaky clean thing that everybody else was listening to. So like those three, Zeppelin, Van Halen, and the Sex Pistols, certainly paved the road for like my musical tastes. And then obviously you discover your own stuff, and then the new metal craze was pretty much everybody else has the same story in that era. Linkin Park, Mudvayne, Deftones, Slipknot, all the above, Korn, all those.
Yep. Good man. Well,
what about you? Yeah. What about you?
My mom was big into the Beatles, so I always enjoyed the Beatles and their heavier stuff that they came out with later. Because I didn't like early Beatles. I think early Beatles sucks. That's just me.
It's kind of
boring.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of like
very non-offensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of squeaky clean.
But then when I started listening to my own stuff, like in the early '90s, like Pearl Jam 10, listening to that album was the shit. Obviously Nirvana, but then and Jay says in their prime, whose ass would you rather have your face buried in, Britney or Christina? Definitely Britney, but we'll get to that later, Jay. Thank you.
That's on the Patreon. That's on the Patreon stream.
But then like Rage Against the Machine, I never heard anything like the End of Freedom with that scream, shit. And then I started listening to stuff like, the grunge stuff, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. But then in '94, when Korn came out, I never heard anything like that. That Korn absolutely changed the game. And then I was just like, well, there's 7 strings on the guitar, not 6. And that brought me into heavier stuff like the Deftones. And then when Limp Bizkit came out, which was the shit, and their first album was amazing, $3 bill, right? $3 bill, y'all. Then after that, they kind of fell off a little bit, which you and I have talked about.
No way,
already.
they did not fall off. They got better. Are you kidding?
Significant Other is the fucking best.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Chocolate Starfish is equally as good, if not better. But
yeah, I think I just am more sentimental with Significant Other because that's when I came into it.
Yeah, same. But like, anyway, they did not fall off. What are you, crazy?
No, Fred Durst
Brian?
completely fell off.
No way, dude.
Take off Westmoreland, but listen to the first album and Fred's vocals was so aggressive, probably because of Ross Robinson as well that helped out with the production, but he had something to talk about. Then he's talking about Nookie, and then the very beginning of Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water.
Ain't it a
And
shame you can't say fuck?
Fuck's just a word, and it's all fucked up. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, introducing. It's so fucking terrible. I was like,
Awesome.
they're done. They're done.
No, bro. It's so
So-
it's so tongue in cheek. That's what makes it good.
Have you seen the video of Wes Borland where he's like talking about selling that rabbit or whatever, and he's in like a press conference and he's like, I found this during the recording of $3 Bill, y'all. That's the album that people didn't like as much as the ones that came afterwards.
Yeah, dude,
Nah,
he's
Bill is
so
the
funny.
shit.
He's so
Shout out Wes Borland, dude. I got to do the little collab with him in the summer. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck.
Very appreciative of that. Yeah, dude, anything Wes Borland does comedic, like on the comedic side of things, it's always super funny. Like,
yeah,
when he did the interview with John Goblikon, like, it's the funniest shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred Durst, are you ready for your driving lesson? Yeah. It's so funny, bro.
West is great.
Yeah.
But,
anyway, yeah, you're entitled to your skewed and flawed opinion.
Come on, guys.
Come on,
We
you.
go the very beginning of Pollution,
Yeah,
which is the fucking shit to basically everything off of Chocolate Starfish. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me, man. It just didn't do it for me. But then other bands I got into in the early 2000s was, like Trivium, Lamb of God, a little band called Gizmachi, and just, Gojira, Mastodon, and all the shit I listen to now. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now let's talk about what we listen to at the current time.
Okay.
Because what's funny is everything that you just named prior to Korn, I had heard my whole childhood. Like, we had 99.7 The Blitz was and the Wazoo. Do you remember the Wazoo? Those are the two rock stations.
107.1.
Yeah, and it was all Alice in Chains and Rage Against the Machine and White Zombie. And I heard and Tool. I heard these bands fucking constantly because that's what was on the radio, and I didn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then 20 years later, I was like, holy fuck, I love Tool. Holy fuck, I love White Zombie. Like, I just fell in love with these bands way past their prime. And now, like, all of those are top 10 bands for me. Like, Rage Against the Machine is untouchable, and Alice in Chains is untouchable. And I fucking love Tool. And White Zombies, like, they have to be a top 5. So that's kind of crazy that I listen to them regularly now. But back in the day when they were actively doing shit, I just didn't care. Like, I wasn't old enough yet to understand that they were so good at what they did.
Supercharger Heaven from White Zombie. I'll never forget the first time I heard that song. I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. That's such a great song.
Yeah. Los Exorcisto is just like a masterpiece through and through. And then even like, I'm not super crazy about the album after that, but there are gems like the beginning of More Human Than Human is a fucking great song, but that beginning part with the weird synthesizer sample shit, like that's my favorite noise of all time. No noise will ever beat that.
Yeah.
And the use of samples, fuck. We could have a whole episode about White Zombie.
Well,
Anyways, what do you guys listen to now?
Go ahead,
Brian?
Xander. You can go. You want me to go
Dude,
first?
I mean, my answer is lame. I really don't listen to music much anymore. Like, truthfully, it sounds like kind of like a stupid answer, but like the occasional Van Halen and Led Zeppelin will pop up on my Spotify, but I really like I don't listen to music much lately, which is like weird saying. Like I listen to podcasts now about like how to learn how to do stuff, and like I'm like always trying to like educate myself on like I don't know, all kinds of stuff, man. Like I'm really into like mental health shit right now for whatever reason, and like I don't know, like I'm learning about like cooking, and I'm learning how to like fix shit around the house. Like,
Dude, we're so metal.
dude, right? Like how you don't even know how hardcore I am, bro. Learn about how to how to make tomorrow's dinner. Like, I don't know. I really don't listen. Like, I don't really listen to music because like I don't know. I guess because I'm fortunate enough to do music as a profession that like when it's free time, it's like I want to do something completely unrelated, and like I don't fill my space with music much anymore. So it's kind of interesting.
You've been listening to a lot of Trivium lately. Don't lie to everyone.
No, I haven't. That's only because you and I are doing lessons together, and you're asking me you're asking me to teach you like the techniques and stuff. But yeah, and like that's the thing. Like when I listen to those songs, truthfully, I'm like, wow, this is really good. This is a really good song. And then like I'll never listen to it ever again. Like it's nothing against, I think you just get to a certain age where like I listen to the same shit whenever I do listen to music as when I was 12. Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, Sex Pistols, Limp Bizkit, Deftones, and the occasional Creed will pop up.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love Creed, bro.
Human Clay is the shit.
It's awesome. That was literally my my first CD I ever got. Christmas 2000. Human Clay.
So good.
Creed can actually be heavy too. Like What If is a fucking
awesome. Phenomenal song.
Heavy as shit.
I can't find it. Yeah, it's so good, bro.
So good.
What about you, Brian? What are you listening to?
I just pulled up my iTunes, and so a few bands I've been listening to lately. Obviously, the Deftones. Fucking love the Deftones. Old school Mudvayne.
Right?
Old school Mudvayne. Hell yeah.
The
LD50. 12-Foot Ninja. Love 12-Foot Ninja. Code Orange. I don't know if you guys listen to them, but listen to them a little bit. Taproot, one of my all-time favorite bands, and obviously Lamb of God, Trivium, Slipknot, Mastodon, Gojira. But one album I cannot stop listening to is for the last, let's say, 6 months. I've listened to it all the time. Xander is going to be like, "Oh, this fucking album." Scar the Martyr, that album that came out 10 years ago, and I just found 5 songs on YouTube that I never heard before. Just changed my life. So fucking good. Joey's drumming is amazing, and the guitar tone throughout that album's sick. I can't stop listening to it. It's that's my shit right now. So if anything in the last year that I've been listening to more than anything is Scar the Martyr. I love it.
It's such an interesting. It's so interesting, Scar the Martyr. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I ever listened to one song ever, other than when you showed me when we were working on it.
I remember checking it out when it first dropped because I was like, oh, fuck, Joey's going to be like Joey again or whatever. And then I was like, all right.
All right.
That is good. But also, too, I feel bad when I bought the Scar the Martyr CD 10 years ago. You open up the CD and there's a picture of Joey and he has the Slipknot S necklace. I'm like, oh, I felt so bad that, he's rocking, like, obviously he's proud of Slipknot. And in the Scar the Martyr in a different band, he's rocking like a Slipknot logo. And then subsequently he's fired after. So terrible.
Yeah. Poor guy.
And also I'm listening to a lot of Depeche Mode. Thanks, Hellstorm. I almost forgot. Fucking love Depeche Mode.
Is that sarcastic?
No, I love 80s, like first wave type of shit.
Yeah.
Just like Joy Division, New Order, Depeche Mode, Pet Shop Boys, Duran Squared. I love that stuff.
Cool.
That's like how you love Christina, Britney.
Yeah.
Like that's 80s for me.
cool, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I just never tell with you if you're being sarcastic or not.
True. What about you, AJ? What have you been listening to lately?
LD50 is in the CD player in my truck because my truck still has a CD player. If we listen to music around here, it's just drum cam videos. Like, we're real big into Chris Turner right now because he's that dude is on such a different level. He might be the best drummer out there.
Is that Ocean's 8 Alaska?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What?
I'll tell you why I say that, because if that band was instrumental like Animals as Leaders, they would be just as big as Animals as Leaders.
Yeah, I can see that.
That dude is fucking gnarly. A lot of Alan Cassidy drum cams, just Black Dahlia Murder. That's my
Always Luke Holland.
Yeah, Luke Holland. Billy Strings' Renewal album is my top listen on Spotify. I have a daily mix with Lil Wayne's face on it, so that tells
That's
me
cool.
a lot of Eminem. I love Eminem.
What's your
You go
favorite Eminem album?
My favorite, Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I have I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's it's a Fall Out Boy record.
Oh, dude, I don't care. That's such a good song, bro.
Yeah, that I think almost every song on this is like a fucking perfect song.
Our road trip album.
That is, yeah. Every time me and Corey take a road trip, it's the first record I play all the way through when we hit the road.
You guys got any trips planned in the upcoming days?
He really wants me to go to Nashville with him.
I have to go to Nashville to suspend, and I'm trying.
Dude,
to
I saw that, bro. God
But-
bless you.
I come. So
Yeah, I'm in a weird time in life. I did text Jay today, and I was like, "Hey, thinking about coming to Nashville on these dates. You want to go get dinner and like do some sightseeing or something?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, we're down." So we'll see. He has to go regardless. I don't have to, but
Yeah.
he
Dude,
wants.
that's suspending, man. It's impressive to say the
Fucking
least.
makes me queasy.
that was my first time doing it in 10 years, and now I'm like, why did I stop doing that?
Now, and what do you get out of it other than it's probably fun? Is that just what it is?
It's just like a natural high, like huge, like endorphin, adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Well, that's cool.
It's really
Xander,
cool, bro.
You're going to be going cross country.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be next month in October, and in November, I'll be going to Chicago.
Oh yeah, what you gonna do there?
My cousin's getting married next month, and then in November, I have a meeting in Chicago
Oh,
for
wow.
work.
Must be like obviously pretty important then if you have to travel to go to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
pretty
can't go to Pale Fest. I'll be in a I don't even know where I'll be, but I know I won't be around, so it's a drag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was wondering about that. Because the last thing I heard, he said you guys were gonna maybe try to come down a day together or something like that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Hey, I get it, man. Priorities.
Yeah, I don't even know if priorities is where it's just timing. Just I didn't know I was doing this like 2.5 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
it just happened, bro. But
Yeah,
it's funny, like I think I'll be like in the Midwest or like right around Ohio there, so it's like, not that it might as well be on the other side of the country, but I just find that ironic.
Yeah. And my cousin's getting married the weekend, Friday the 13th. But on the way back, maybe I'll stop, like on Saturday.
Just let me know.
I will. I'll keep you abreast of the situation.
Mm,
Ooh.
Love breasts.
love me.
Anyway. AJ, anything else you want to go over tonight? Anything else you want to talk about? All your fans here want to hear about? Want to tell them something cool?
No, I just hope that I get off here and somebody has sent me a video of me laughing really hard so I can upload that to YouTube as a short.
Gotcha. Don't worry. Corey, what about you, man? Do you have anything else for us?
I don't think so. It was fun hanging out with you, though.
Definitely. What about you, Xander?
Nah, bro, I'm good to go. I enjoyed this, and I hope we can do it like again.
Oh, we're definitely doing it. We're doing it next month.
What? AJ, stop laughing at me, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It's fun. It's been a long
Yes.
time coming.
So again, once a month, the three of us will get together on a Friday, whatever works. I know not Friday the 13th won't be a really good day because Xander, you'll be gone. AJ, I'll be at Pellfest. I'll be at a wedding. But some point in October, we'll reconvene. Maybe we'll go over some horror movies. We'll talk about some Halloween shit. 'Tis the season, right?
Yeah, bro.
And obviously, when we have some other time together, we might just jump on and just shoot the shit and have a good time. But again, once a month, the three of us will get together. And if Corey's around, he could definitely hang out too. Fucking look delicious over there, Corey. You sexy fuck.
It's Corey Handsome in my phone. I'm telling you, it's not even a lie.
But yeah, we'll get together. We'll hang out. And again, definitely, if you guys have not checked out Xander's channel, please check it out. Subscribe. Also, the House of Masks. Please support AJ. He needs some more masks behind him.
Yes, I do.
And if you guys are watching on the House of Masks and you haven't yet, please stop over to Under the Bus. Every Wednesday we get together, the four of us, Caleb, Kurt, Jay, and myself. We shoot the shit, just talk about whatever, and we have a great time. So come hang out with us, be part of the family, and that's really it, everyone. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support. And yeah. We'll talk to everyone soon. Follow us on the socials, and that's about it. AJ, Xander, Corey.
See you in a month.
Goodbye.
Smooches. Yeah.
Take a fucking gander here.